Okay, my phone got cut. I had to delete some thing on the phone, but let's get back to the subject. Okay, so Livy had to sing that nasty music. Who else? Oh yeah, we're talking about Livy, because of Clive Davis. But let's also talk about something else too. Hold up. Besides Clyde, hold on. We ain't done with Clive Davis. Look how I got Biggie. We're talking about Biggie. So Biggie talking about Suck Your Daddy D and all that. Clive Davis. Clive Davis. Wait. Hold on, I'm not done. Whoa, baby, I'm dragging Clive Davis today. Hold up. Rock and roll nigger. Who sang that damn song called Rock and Roll Nigger in 1978? Remember, Clive Davis and Jimmy Iovine worked with Bruce Springsteen. He helped wrote the song Because Tonight Belongs to Us. Okay, this woman named Patti Smith, white woman, made a song called Rock and Roll Nigger in 1972, a year before I was fucking born. Now, who approved that? Jimmy Iovine, who's supposed to be allegedly the boyfriend of Dr. Dre. I've been hearing that shit. I'm not saying it's real, but it's suspicious. And I know that people say he's demonic in Santana too. I do believe so too. Remember he one financed Death Row Records after Harry O got locked up. Because Harry O's the founder of Death Row, not Suge Knight. So that's when he built out Tupac. Yes. Jimmy Interscope Records. So before he had Interscope Records, it was him who produced a song called Rock and Roll Nigger by Patti Smith. But she was under Clive Davis. Go look it up. I don't make no lie. Ooh. Y'all talking about see Jermaine Dupri talking about celebrating honor Clive Davis, but he approved this white woman, and she's an ugly ass bitch, to make a song called Rock and Roll Nigger in 1978, produced by Jimmy Iovine. The one to be with shades on, because remember, people who do the demonic stuff don't like to see the eyes. They wear shades, because, if you look in someone's eyes, you can see a soul. Go find that song. It's called, they trying to censor that song, but it's called Rock and Roll Nigger with the ER. Now you see why gangster rap has nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, nigga that. Remember, in the Hollywood Hills where Celeste Hernandez was killed by David Burke, the same Hollywood Hills where Sam and Adrian went to the Santana party. One of our black Hispanic heroes, he part Cuban, where that Jason Breen told him to go to a party after he cheated on his white wife with little Falana, who's also a black American and Hispanic. Her dad was Cuban. Okay, he lost his man, went to pornographic and drugs and drinking, and the white man who did a perm and cut his hair, who got killed by Charles Manson, with Sharon Tate, because he was Sharon Tate. Rosemary Baby, yeah, Ron Pulaski, yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, Jason Breen they went to a party in that book, and he would tell you there was a woman on sit down on a pentagram having a sex thing. And that's when he later on met Attorney LaVey and Michael Aquino, who was a Satanist in the military. Yep, who was George Bush friend. Yep, baby, we tell all this shit. Hollywood Hills has a dark place. Why I bring this up? Everybody shocked what happened to what's her name? I'm not shocked. That's what and no offense to Jose Grillon, God rest his soul, who's been on Fox 26 News, his wife, Kathy Griffin Grillon Thompson. Remember, she was a Griffin by adoption, but she's a Thompson. So was it Robert Thompson? Yeah. Robert Thompson one wrote Let's Get It On. Carter Jan's great. Dang. Because both of them have white mothers. Talking about Kathy Griffin, not Kathy Griffin, the comedian, here in Houston, who was a former sex trafficking victim. Okay. Kathy Griffin Townsend is a Grion That she was the wife, the widow wife of Jose Corleone, Afro Latino Cuban American man who passed away last year. Here in Houston, Fox 26. I actually met him in person back in 2000. I go and say I met him at 99 Cent Store on Starlink back in 2018. Yes, I did meet him in person. Okay, yes, I did. Um, God rest his soul. Well, his wife is a former sexual trafficking victim. So she was adopted by African family, and it was in Alabama, Mississippi. Okay, and she was called half breed, because she's very light skinned, stuff like that. And so she was too black for the white folks and too white for the black. So she said, "It's a weirdy lie, going weirdy lie." That's her. Her dad, because she was adopted, she did not know she had a white mama and an African dad. I said African because we not pure black. We mixed race too. Okay. We have white ancestors and Native American ancestors who contribute to our ass being here, so we're mixed. Um, her dad was the one that introduced Janice Gay to Marvin Gaye. Janice was the same age as my mother, born 1956. She was a teenager. Janice Hunter. And let me also reveal about the Rothschild that she is kind of bluish. Okay, her dad was not just Afro Latino. Okay, his mother was from Cuba, something like that. He was born in Florida. Okay, he was a Rothschild's son. His father was a Rothschild. I kid you not. And the Rothschild house got burnt down before they had their fire last year. Okay, your baby, woo, it's some rabbit hole shit day. Yes, okay. Her mama was white. Remember, she was raised in foster because it was interracial marriage, even interracial relationship. And they didn't recognize him as Hispanic, but he was part Cuban. Okay, dang, just like Sandra Junior's program. Okay, a lot of Hispanic connection, so that's in Salvador. Okay, a lot of Hispanic connection, African American. But I'm telling you like it is, black and brown. Here we go, there we go, there we go. We're gonna tell you like it is. Well, Janice Gay was 17 years old, and Marvin Gaye was still married. Robert Thompson was the one that introduced her to Marvin Gaye in Hollywood Hills. Now you're gonna say, damn, yes, the Hollywood Hills is not a good place. I don't care how fancy and beautiful it looks, what looks to be deceiving. The reason why we run Clive Davis, because people say the gangster rap industry, there's a post that had a meeting with private prison complex owners, slave owners, and the record execs to have a meeting in the Hollywood Hills away from everybody. It was a secret meeting. They had guns. A white man from Europe who worked in the rock industry did not want to be part of this situation and was scared to expose, but he saw the manifestation. That's why we have the so-called 13% going on here about the crime. Okay, so-called because we have prosecutors who are corrupt, along with we have people who corrupt, criminals who have the Africans. It's a mixture of both. You have not all us Africans and people criminals, but you got people who corrupt cops, corrupt prosecutors because it's a money making business. And it's I see this where the real criminals are out of prison and those who've been exonerated are locked up for slavery. The 13th Amendment then says that slavery is a criminal act. Now, on my channel when I was in my 30s, I had talked about this and I said I look at Jimmy Iovine with suspicion, okay? Because he made his Interscope records in 91. He took up he took up criminal justice before he even came to, and he was in New York because he's Italian. I heard he's also part Jewish too, okay? When he came from New York to Los Angeles, he already had a criminal justice degree. What person invests in music and promote gangster rap later on? Not only that, the rappers are saying the word nigga this, nigga that, but you had a white woman back in 78 saying that word and calling rock and roll because rock and roll was founded by people of African descent, not pure white people. And so, who also I believe that went to that meeting because they also made Bad Boy Records after Andre Harrell fired Diddy. Clive damn Davis. Woo! Yes. You heard what I said? Y'all into Jermaine Dupri to be in other African people, and I'm looking at Santana too. Carla Santana, I lost a, you married a sister. Had a part black child, Salvador Santana. I'm talking about you there. I'm looking at African people, Hispanic people. Do you know Clive Davis most likely at that doggone meeting because he wanted to promote gangster rap in the north? Yeah, because he lives in New York. Right? Jimmy Iovine lives in West Coast. You know, he's from New York. Okay, remember what's the name? It's not from the West Coast. Tupac, West Side. He was born in Baltimore. That's the East Coast. Make that make sense. Y'all get this point? I'm not reaching. I'm telling baby, I'm putting all this business out here since the man dead. The wicked warlock is dead, like in Wizard of Oz. Let me tell you, the private prison meeting in the Hollywood Hills where Miss Janice Gay Hunter met Marvin Gaye at an underage, where Sammy Davis Jr., Sammy Davis Jr., met, went to the party of the Satanic, the Church of Satan Church, and they had a Satanic party, orgy in pentagrams that Jason bring before he was killed by Charles Manson at Sharon Tate's house on Rodeo Drive. It was Santana important. Lucky Rick James didn't go there, right? Because Rick James and his girlfriend time got high and OD'd. He was friends with James to bring to the haircut that did the perms for Sammy Drew. Yes, I part black Hispanic. Yeah, because his mother was Cuban Latina. Okay. Yes, let everybody Latinos know this. And Janice Gay's part Latina, too, part Cuban. Yes, Celeste Hernandez was Salvador, and she was dead. God rest her soul. Okay, and the Hollywood Hills have a lot of dirt and blood. Rumor have it Jennifer Lopez be having blood parties too. I said rumor. Jennifer Lopez, don't come after me, baby girl. You like I evicted on your 50th birthday due to R. Kelly's goon putting semen on my porch and killing homes on Aaliyah's 40th birthday before my 40th birthday, because we both 10 years apart and Leah a couple months older than me. Okay? All right? Yes. Clyde Damn Davis must have to be at the party, I do believe, besides Jimmy Iovine. Because Jimmy Iovine started in Skull Records in 91. And then what's the name with the jail, with the prison, talking about Harry O. Then David Jenner, the Jewish lawyer, was involved in that situation. I got to do more research on it. And Suge Knight was the face of Death Records at the Lehman Rufus Records, being a bodyguard, and Dave and what's his name, Dr. Dre. Jerry Heller was no good and evil ass motherfucker. He died 10 years ago. Damn, he died just like Clive Davis. Clive Davis died 26, but Jimmy Iovine, remember, because he didn't like how he was portraying that, straight out of Compton, right? Okay, hold up. I ain't done, baby. No Vaseline. Don't forget, Ike and Tina was managed by Jerry Heller. Probably, in my opinion, was applying a dope because remember, it also she was underage when she met what's that man name? Ike Turner. Yes, she was. The movie didn't tell you that. Go look at the math. She was 17, 16 when she met what's his name? Ike Turner. He was also raped. He also Creole as well, besides her being mixed with some white. And she said she's Native American, and I don't believe they tested to always tell the truth, but she do have name. You see in her cheekbone, she's part Native American, talking about Tina Turner. What's his name? What's his name? Ike Turner has Creole ancestry. He's Creole. He was Creole too, but he was molested by an underage woman, by an older woman. After his daddy was killed, messing with a sister from the Ku Klux Klan. Yes, a sister was messing with a Klansman. White Klansman not like this. So they stabbed him, did something to him, and he was in the color hospital. They didn't have the proper procedure to keep him alive, so he ended up dead. So that's why I see why I'm defending what Ike Turner did. He would get mad at women because he was sexually abused. Plus, he was messing with an underage girl talking about Tina Turner. He get high at cocaine. Where you get cocaine from? Did Jerry Heller the surprise? Baby, I would put up past Jerry Heller because he did manage them. Yes, he did. Go look up before he did in the bed. Jerry Heller was managing Ike and Tina. Y'all better do research on these people before y'all in the rap game because when they went to they found money in the rap game. He the one promoted gangster rap. Jerry Heller did before the prior president. They saw how they exploited NWA. No Vaseline in my Ice Cube voice. Let me go, baby. Let we not done. We not done. 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 Jimmy Iovine wrote the song, produced the song "Rock and Roll Nigger," and you gonna make Insta record and do rap music with David Griffin. And then David Griffin, light skinned boyfriend, husband came out and said that he was exploiting him and treating him bad. We gotta do investigation on these motherfucking people in Hollywood. But Hollywood Hills, the same area that yesterday was sadly killed last year for David's career, David Burke, not David Griffin, but probably for David Griffin, because they both worked together. Clive Davis, David Griffin, what's his name, and Jimmy Iovine. You better learn these those demonic ass motherfucking people in Hollywood. Tom told him, talk to Mariah Carey, baby. Thalia used to be in Latina version of Latoya Jackson when she was with Jack Gordon. When we was asking questions, I swear it looked like Latina version of Latoya Jackson when she was going after Michael and them when she was with Jack Gordon. I kid you not, it remind me of that. That's right. Mighty my and where's your career, baby girl? I don't know. I don't think if he's some years old like Mariah and Jennifer Lopez, but remember, he was trying to make you the next Mariah. And Mariah's part Latina too. She's part Venezuela besides African American and Irish. He was trying to use Jennifer Lopez as a Selena movie, and I do look. It looks suspicious because remember, Abraham did not approve the Sony situation, so he chose EMI Latin, right? Capitol Records over Sony. And no, when Selena left that room and saw Carlos Morales, she did say they trying to kill me. Then she said Yolanda. Who was they? Then Jennifer Lopez plays her. And so Mariah Carey divorces. Look at the timeline. Divorces. And she was a side piece of their relationship. Yes, baby girl, no offense, Jennifer Lopez. You was a side piece. The side piece. While you were still married to Ohio Wild, the Cuban American dude. And you did Selena at the movie Selena, right. He worked at Gloria Stefan's restaurant show did. Okay? Was Selena sacrificed also because she didn't want to go to Sony? And she was about to no, but I do look at the father and Abraham the third can get mad, but I look at the father with suspicion. Y'all forget that we had a Epstein case 30 years ago with this man named Huey Moe at the Sugar Hill Studios, and Destiny's Child went there. Selena went there back in '79. UGK went there too to record. PMC no longer here, right? Selena's no longer here. Look at that suspicion, baby. Look at that. Look at that suspicion. And remember, the dad drove all the way from Surfside Lake Jackson to Houston for Selena to record her songs at 8 years old when I was being born in '79. So but Jimmy Huey Moe was a pedophile, had many tapes of underage girls. And my question was, what's her name on them tapes too? Talking about Destiny Child now. People need to do research on these motherfuckers. And it was the time and total because the reason why Mariah Carey, I'm going all over the place, y'all. Remember, Clive Davis was at Sony and got fired, and then Tom Mottola took over. Now, hold on, we not done with this shit. We ain't done, baby. We not done. Now, I'm going to ask the question because we looking suspicious because Huey Moe got arrested for child porn. A year after Selena was killed. Did Yolanda set about was set up by the industry to get her killed? That's why she said day. Is it because they rejected the offer from Sony? Because remember Sony Latin? Okay. So let me explain why I look at it suspicious and how Mariah Carey divorced and then Jennifer Lopez came in after Selena died. We ain't done yet. Hold on, we not done. We are not motherfucking done because Lisa said that Mariah Carey was her replacement on Ensemble. Remember that? And you know she was Spanish, black and white, which is all she black American, Hispanic, which is Venezuelan, and Irish, which is white. Yes, Mariah Carey. She remember she don't have a lot of music. She said she can access music. Time she was on time. She was on a time. Columbia Records is Sony. She was on a time. Told her another Latin woman. Hold up, we ain't finished. You forgot who's part Jewish and part Puerto Rican, which is what's her name? Hold up, whoa. Brenda K. Starr. Mariah Carey was singing back up when she was a teenager. So was Tom Told looking to get Selena when she was trying to do her English? Yes. Was she was trying to replace it? And then hold up, y'all forget. See, that's what I'm looking at. That was upset. That's because I believe not only the bitch you stole money from her, was she was trying to go after Selena because they did not want the contract from Sony. I'm serious. I kind of look at that suspicion because when Selena ran from that hotel and saw Carlos Morales, the 19-year-old Latino dude, okay, said they are trying to kill me. Then she said Yolanda at that hotel room at Days Inn. Baby. And just like Whitney, both Whitney, Selena, hold on, Pimp C, was it what's the other guy from Soundgarden? He was trying to expose sex trafficking stuff. Okay, before Charleston, not Charleston, Charlie, not Charlie, Chester brother ended up dead. Hold on. In Detroit, where my stalkers from. Okay, hold up. Talking about Chris Canal. The hotel is their sacrifice. Y'all not looking at that bullshit. They can't kill you in the tub. They're trying to kill you in your own home. They're trying to kill you in was James Joplin died in a hotel too? Baby, we got Ted like it is. Ted it like it motherfucker is. That's them little satanic rituals. This is what I'm telling you about Clive Davis. I don't give a damn. Now, a question I gotta find out because y'all can do this rabbit hole for me. Did she also, the daddy of Selena reject the offer from Clive Davis too? See, one thing they get mad when we reject their offers and go to another record label. That's why I look at suspicious, my opinion. Because why the woman that played Selena ended up being at Clive at Jimmy, not Jimmy, what's his name? At Sony Records. And dating. Yes, she was. Jennifer Lopez was dating. Yes, she was dating Tom Mottola while she was still married to and dating Mark and dating Diddy. Remember my Sarita? Mommy Van Aki. I wanna be your papi chulo, can't you see? That was about Jennifer Lopez. That's Diddy's song. Come on. And thank you. Remember that song Being Around the World? Okay, the dancing, and she was still married. She was in Mark Anthony's video before they say No Man Yamas playing his wife. I saw her on the Max when I was 18, 19. I used to look on the Max on video. Come on now. Come on. We ain't done. So did what's his name? Tom was upset. The fact Selena's dad said no to Sony, went to EMI Latin. And why this bitch Yolanda was trying to go at a shared lot of time saying, come on, baby. And the dad said, Mr. Lottie said, no, hell no. But Abraham said yes. Okay? And remember, she did not like share. She liked to share Lotties. She did not like Selena because she went all time Music Awards. Now look at this, y'all. Selena first award was in 1985. She died in 1995. Come on. See, we got secrets, baby. These wicked people in the industry. Let's go back to Clive Davis. Hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done. I ain't done since this evil man's dead. I ain't done. I am not done with this evil bastard that died. Besides Biggie, don't forget that Craig David supposedly had AIDS and went to the coat down South Carolina, and he got darker, got camera skin. He was bright high, kind of high yellowish. We was in favor in the ear. Okay? Yeah, we know the South will get darker. The way I tell me I'm not caring because I've been in the sun sometimes I put sunscreen on. Because they'll burn you. Show where the sun will burn you. The southern sun will burn you. But see, that white man would not let that man, that he was a pedophile to the preacher down in South Carolina, would not let that man have any medical procedures. He was in a compound down in South Carolina. And he said he heard the ministry of that man because he was supposed to be killed for not making another album. Remember, he was a bad boy. Remember, that's the beginning of the remix of Flavor Bad Boy. And what Suge Knight said, always in the videos, cover Death Row Records. You get tired, your producer always dancing in the trying to take your spotlight. Clyde, damn, they hold up. Wait a minute, speaking of spotlight, Jennifer Hudson. You still live in the ghetto at the time when you won your Oscar. That man did not kill your family. Now, remember, besides R. Kelly living free at the Trump Tower in Chicago, Jennifer Hudson did too when her family got killed. But they said she went to the club the next day after her family got killed and was partying. And they believe that she sacrificed her mom and her sister and her brother for Clive Davis. And I don't respect that woman. Now you can say, well, you say you want to kill my family was a bitch towards me. Jennifer Hudson, I'm gonna say Jennifer Lopez, she got along with her mom and her sister and her brother-in-law. I mean, her blood brother. Rumor has it about some drugs that are going on with the brother-in-law. But the brother-in-law said straight up that when he was locked up, I had to do with the murder, even though he had a criminal record. You all use your criminal history as a way to get rid of you and say you the one did it, but actually it's not the murder person. And Clive Davis, he had money. So that's why, and she would not marry David, the one who was punk on. I'm not calling him punk. His name on New York, out of New York. You know, he's a lawyer. Shout out to David. Okay, of guys, last name he has an African last name. His dad is an African. Mom was a white man, white woman, excuse me. And remember, there was arguing at the table. I mean, the white woman was not arguing, but his sister, his white mom was there, and you had New York and the entertainer. What's his name? Is it Frank the entertainer, the Italian guy? You remember them? His mom was arguing with New York's mom. I never forget that was funny. Okay, and David, Jennifer Hudson, baby daddy, his mom was just looking like crazy, and his sister. Baby, I watched Out of New York 1 and 2 and 3. Yes, I showed did when I was living in my grandma's house trying to get the hell out of the house, trying to get another job. I was. Even while I went to public house. Okay? Trying to get the hell out of the house. I was watching reality shows because I wanted to be a reality show, but I was like, nah, if I still live at home, I ain't trying to be a reality show until I have my own place, get away from family. I can go back to the active food and feel about time. Thank you. And get paid. Okay, hold up, baby. I'm not finished. Hold on. She would marry David. David want to get married. He ain't trying to be no house husband. He's married. I mean, yes, he's educated, got a legal degree. He's a lawyer. He's a wrestler, but he wants to be the husband. This woman wants to be shacking up while she got married, while she in the house, and she making money. Why won't you marry David, Miss Jennifer Hudson? But I'm glad he didn't marry because I don't want him to be sacrificed either, Miss Jennifer. I don't want someone like watching your damn show. Yes, I'm gonna hate on Jennifer Hudson. I used to love you till we start rabbit holing and believing since you love you some Clyde damn Davis. And you had an honor Whitney Houston's death. Whitney Houston's birthday last year was a crying damn shame. But the evil goddamn evil Clyde motherfucking Davis. I don't like watching that show. When I see Jennifer, it makes me want to throw up. I want to see Sherry. I don't want to see Clive. I mean, Jennifer Hudson. No, I used to love me some Jennifer Hudson until we started looking suspicious. Yeah, you're living rent free. Cause when Diamond and Silk would say Trump ain't racist, cause he let Jennifer Hudson live free when she lost her family in his hotel in Chicago, the same hotel R. Kelly was at when he got arrested. And he was talking to me trash. Yeah, don't forget that. Trump was president. Okay. And I remember he was living there. That's why I went off on R. Kelly when he came on my live stream, January 12, 2019. That's why I got a stalker who lives in Arizona. I can't say his name. Fuck Judge Gonzalez. Yes, I said pinche pendeja puta. I said what I said. Like I said on my podcast, ho, suck my dick. You know damn well I was innocent. And I did tell the feds on your bitch ass. And I did tell the Department of Justice on your ass, bitch. Don't forget Trump and president. You ain't no light out damn white woman. You look at Joseph Joe Apiro ain't doggone charge of Arizona and Phoenix. Okay, he was evil. I'm not defending him because he was evil too. But bitch, don't play that race game when you are Spanish and nigga. Have to go there, baby, because Mexicans do have African blood too. Bingo, trying to defend my stalker. Okay? Because I know he connected to Chris Stokes and R. Kelly and Diddy. Bump, bump, bump. That's why I'm getting stopped, because I suppose the fact that R. Kelly is lighter than his dark-skinned brother, Killer Kell. I did not watch that tape. Star Jones said back in 2002 when I was in my 20s, if anybody get caught with this child, you know what? And the reason why I'm like, wait, hold up. I ain't trying to have that charge on me, baby. But when this man kept saying that R. Kelly brother was on tape, and I saw R. Kelly brother's pictures later on, I said, hold up. R. Kelly ain't no damn dark-skinned brother. I don't know what y'all can saw, but down here, when I grew up, dark skin is West Night. R. Kelly is not camera skin. It's funny y'all saw here talking about that girl was not R. Kelly and Arlea's baby because she was too dark. But y'all want to call R. Kelly dark skin. No, he's camera skin. Yes, he get dark because he been playing basketball. Don't put no damn sunscreen on this Chicago summer. It's not cold. Make him dark. But you get high pigmentation. When you camera skin, and you ain't put on, you stay in the sun, you will get darker. If you been outside the sun, you gonna get light. That's how us camera skin folks do. That's Whitney Houston. When she was camera, she ain't no dark skin either. That's why she was getting bullied being light skin. Well, she was light skin like Mariah Carey. But when you see back in the day, we didn't say that. See, I'm born 79. Those who born late Williams, if you're not looking like Wesley Snipes, you was considered lighter because we know what the true African look like. The one dry rule fucked our identity up. There's such a thing as light skinned black. A light skinned black is because true black people were dark chocolate, like Akon. That's what black thank you. If you were lighter than that, you were because it indicates your skin tone was lighter than African. Everybody had different shades of us. Not everybody had the same shade. Like I call Halle Berry light skin sometimes, but she not pale like Mariah. Y'all want to see here make look because y'all want black be black and black. We not genetically purely black and black. Deal with it, move on. But I used it as an arc in my video. That's why this man in Arizona, and I can't say his name, due to fucking Cynthia fucking Gonzalez Warnicky, fucking bitch. And I did do a department justice complaint on your bitch ass and the FBI trying to put me in jail. Bitch, you live in Arizona. We don't the same Arizona. Our laws in Texas are so different, bitch. Different, bitch. I'm gonna call her bitch. Oh, he trying to exonerate me, bitch. And she had a credit record in El Paso, Texas, bitch. Puta. Can't stand that hoe. Bitch, it's Trump America, bitch. You a target now. You a target, bitch. And I got his spanking me too. I already know that because we was arguing about that with stalker. The point I'm trying to make, that's how I know I'm being gang stalked and harassed and doxxed and lied on because I exposed Chris Stokes' friend, R. Kelly, being lighter than his dark-skinned brother. And I'm like looking at us African people. We don't all look alike and we mix. I'll say this all the time. Let's say Drake and Tyrese are my brothers, and I commit a crime. And I say, no, that wasn't me. It's one of my brothers. It was Drake. You're like, Zach, you darker than Drake. Drake lighter than you. No, but it was not right. It wasn't Drake. It was Tyrese. Tyrese is. I'm like Tyrese. Yeah, you like Tyrese. Dude, shut the fuck up. Tyrese darker than you. That's you on that tape. You darker than Drake and lighter than Tyrese. You know damn well if I commit, thank you. Cause you know damn well that we come in different complexions. We ain't no fucking pure black Africans. I can have children of different races of people. That's why I believe Michael Jackson kids here. Because Michael Jackson wasn't a pure African either. He had white and Native American, probably Chinese on his. See, I heard that Kathy got some Chinese in her. Thank you. Joe Jackson with lighter skin tone with green eyes, blue eyes. Kathy Jackson ain't dark skin. She caramel skin with the indigenous features. She has white in her too, and possibly Chinese. Y'all didn't stop with that one drop bullshit, but that's why I'm getting harassed because that was the argument. And you know I inboxed Kim Fox when this nigga was harassing me on the channel, talking about R. Kelly, that same day on January 12th. Now, bitch, since your daughter grown, talking about Judge Gonzalez. Why is your daughter born on January 12th? That's why R. Kelly Day, and you had to defend the dude down there from Detroit, from Arizona, who know the Detroit, who live out, who know R. Kelly, who know Christos, and who probably know Clive Davis, and probably know Diddy them too. The one he was defending, what's her name, Lil' Kim over Nicki Minaj. See, I did rabbit hole, Raz and Raz B and shit. Now your name ain't mentioned, nigga, but I mentioned because if that nigga that's locked up, the reason I'm getting stalked and harassed because the nigga locked up. That's why I got evicted on Jennifer Lopez's fucking birthday. Hold up, whoa. Let's get all this. Whoa. Because who was Jennifer Lopez and who under Sony? Tom Mottola, Ron Sony. No one's not investigating his ass over R. Kelly crimes. He knew about that. He knew about Christos. He knew about, thank you. That's why Michael Jackson called him the devil. And who was friends with Epstein? Tommy Mottola. Baby, I did a rabbit hole research. These are allegations that I believe these conspiracies are true. So I have to say allegedly to protect me legally. But I find that her daughter is the same birthday as the day when I got harassed by R. Kelly. Talking about the mixed race chick, because, you know, of course, Mexicans are mixed, but she had a daughter with a white man. Talking about Judge Gonzalez, Rob, your daughter born on that date and day. Why? Yeah, she grown now. She actually, the graduation was the 2 days before. But me and the stalker had the dog on her. Thank you. Baby, I did research on your bitch asses. Y'all fucked my life. I'm gonna do a fucking research on your bitch ass, and I did an FBI report on that hoe. Talking about the judge. Yes, I did. Anytime a judge try to do something to you or a judge, a police, you tell the feds on to get their motherfucking ass for color law violation. Bitch, in Texas, it's official oppression. Thank you. I didn't do none of that shit that nigga lied on. But he has connection to Clive Davis and Tommy Mottola and Jimmy. He been in the industry. This is a gang stalker. Now, I ain't mentioning the nigga name. Everybody who I'm talking about, those in our little circle, we know who I'm talking about. Why I'm the target. Why this man come after me? Because his friend, because one thing when he was out there doing blogs and harassing Raz B and Nicki Minaj, why it say Chicago? He from Detroit. R. Kelly. And he do a story about Aaliyah. Don't forget the goon knocked on my damn door on Aaliyah's 40th birthday, round by 8, and you can talk to Precinct 6, now she Precinct 2, Frankie Cabral, Professor Cabral. I'm going to say her name because she went for Precinct 2 now. They took pictures. It was semen on my porch. Everybody know in voodoo, period blood, in voodoo, in semen calm, vaginal blood, you put it on the porch. That's what? Voodoo's finna get rid of your ass. And I end up victim on Judge Lopez, on Judge Ann Brown on her 50th damn birthday because the same year. Hold up, y'all. We ain't talking. Hold on, baby. Got some fingers. Let's not forget, y'all. Hold up. Whoa, hold up. I did a story about that she should sing at the Motown thing. And y'all was getting mad time. We can't have a spam while I'm singing Motown music. But you forgot I did a video emulating her and Tom. Go look it up. Now I see why the Jennifer Lopez probably got offended. And I was actually defending you, Jennifer Lopez, because I believe you should have seen the songs. You know, your singing ain't all that great, but she just sang at the doggone Motown because Barry Gordy liked it, and what's the name? What's the man from Detroit too? Barry Gordy, John Wall, baby dad. Okay, before she made him white, and Dringo about that doggone situation. Yeah, because you did it for a bad long. I love Mr. Don but you did it for a bad wrong. Let's call it like it is. What's that? Smokey Robinson. Thank you. And I ain't know he had a affair well, it'll make sense. He said he did sleep with Diana Ross. Dang. I love Miss Diana, but she did dirt to people too. I got called like it is. She's an Aries. My aunt is an Aries. Dollar Aries are arrogant. They are. Bluish Dollar, my enemy on YouTube, he's an Aries. The judge that evicted me, Judge Israel Garcia, Aries. David is the one who kills her, Aries. They're very arrogant. There's good Aries and bad Aries, but they're very Aries. Sorry, Mariah Carey, she's an Aries too. Shot Khan's an Aries and the Beatles are Aries, and so is Lady Gaga and Kelly Price. But I'm just saying, Selena Quintanilla, before she died, she was an Aries too. But my point is, a lot of Aries are actually my first stalker from Arizona, who lived in California, who pretended to be white, but he was Mexican. No, he pretended to be Mexican, but he white. John Horse. Yeah, he's an Aries. He's 4 months older than me, because he's an April 79 August. But yeah, I confronted his bitch ass and told him to turn to the police department. His bitch ass, I'm not trying to commit suicide on the 420. Here we go, 420. Then 2 years later, after I got evicted the same year. Then 2 years later, 2021, I almost got deleted and robbed by one of the hot and cold gangs. You look color of hot and cold. I'm not gonna mention what color gang it is because we don't know who's connected. But why this man, when George Floyd killer got sentenced, and I got my stimulus check, the 600, excuse me, before I got the 1,400. And I didn't tell her about it. I went to go shopping. Why? When I went to go see the African guy in one of the apartment complexes who's come to mind in Southwest Side, and I went to Food Town, bought some cheap shit, some toilet paper, and then this thug. I felt that spirit, y'all. Let's change the subject. When I rode the 161 bus, I got on there by Briar Forest on Willcrest, and I felt a spirit, and I had a bunch of bags. I didn't go to Galleria, they were acting food Galleria. You know what I'm saying? Besides that sexual abuse that happened in the restroom with the Hispanic dude who was gay, doing dark web, there were thugs out there acting fool shooting. And when their brother from New Orleans got shot by a fake ass brother thug nigga. Okay, yeah, a cop from New Orleans was coming visit, and some thug nigga shot him. Right, 2021 or 2022, yeah, that's when Galleria in Houston started acting a fool. After doing the it became ghetto then. So did. I see why I stopped working in 2018. Anyway, but point is, hold up. Whew. Well, the April 20th, the dude tried to rob me. He bought my complexion. He had a black outfit on along with the gang color, one of the hot and cold. I want to mention because we know we got ties of gang, one of the two colors of the gang, what hot and cold, the colors go to, okay? He put out a pistol with a magazine, the clip in there, and I ran, said my prayers in a bunch of Asian restaurants, and there was a fake HB officer, but it was security officers, cars, and I'm like scared to call laws, and he was looking deeply at me on number 2 bus, Bel Air, and I was supposed to get off of Hillcroft. I did not get off of Hillcroft. I sure didn't, because he got off of Hillcroft, him and Stud Chief of dark skin. Yep. Why he say he seen me with a bunch of bags when I go food stand shop, because I ain't hardly had no money. I moved to my free apartment in Stern Park Apartments. So I'm telling this story because I felt gang stalked. This before me and Blue Star you got on YouTube. So they sending some goons. That's how I know this shit. They sending goons. Yes, saying goons come after me. Remember, I got spray painted on my first eviction. Show did. They spray painted gang in the third ward gang. I have no affiliation with the gang, the school gang. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Why they spray paint my doggone area and put they showed it right after I got evicted. That's how I know this eviction was a setup. I'm telling the truth, y'all. When they put that voodoo on my porch, somebody from Arcade Camp probably paid some people. And I find it weird. I'm going ahead and talk about the George Floyd situation. I'm not bashing George Floyd, God rest his soul. But I saw that sex tape of George Floyd in that room. And she said she was Nigerian and Creole because they asked her what's her heritage was. And she from Chicago. And before this mess, me being evicted for the first time, being homeless, a woman, when she come on my live stream on YouTube, said she was Creole and Nigerian, Igbo, and she's like when I bash the anti-Black American Igbo people. Okay. And she want to contact me on phone, like, baby, I don't know you like that. I ain't trying to be little. I don't know you like that. So I'm like, is that the same chick that was in George Floyd sex tape? Child. Yeah. No, look at it. Remember, George Floyd was from CUNY Homes. And I remember seeing George, a man look like George, but I didn't. The type of crowd, I'm not trying to bash George Floyd, is that I don't hang with that. I keep to myself. I knew people about that life, but I'm not trying to get involved in it. Because I wasn't raised, that thing, I'm not perfect, but I wasn't raised that way. And I was, remember, when I graduated high school and I went to Job Corps, and you know what I'm saying, I had a little college, I wasn't trying to live in the hood. I was trying to live in nice areas, but dealing with, you know, me people didn't want to hire me for jobs that were temporary jobs. And I didn't want to work no cheap jobs because I was dealing with grandparents, particularly my grandmother being abused. I was trying to get a higher paying job to live in nice areas because, you know what I'm saying, I went to go get a trade for office assistant. Why would I live in the ghetto? You know what I'm saying? But I had to do what I had to do. I want to live in the Bruges area. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen. You know, it's going to happen. It'll change, I'm near 50. Okay, you got to change your mindset. Okay? Mindset versus reality. But I'm just saying that I'm not a person that wants to live in the hood, but I had to. And then bad things have a good thing. I live in a hood that is dedicated to a mixed race man who look white, who's part black, North Right CUNY. You know what I'm saying? So, and I identify as multiracial myself, so it's weird. I moved to a place that named after a mixed race man. Yep, even though it's in the ghetto. But just letting you know that I find it weird after my eviction, George Floyd gets killed. And you see what I'm saying? And when I saw the sex tape, when my white friends gave me money to go to a hotel back in June of 2020, and the free bus, I was in the north side, like near Greenspoint, and I'm on my computer, my ghetto computer, laptop, and I said, let me watch the sex tape. I'm not looking for anything. I want to see something, tell me some clues, because this Candace Owens started to say things about George Floyd's record, and he was disrespectful, but it was like, let me do some rabbit hole on George Floyd. And the woman said she was Nigerian and Creole because they asked what she was mixed with. And she was from Chicago. And I found it weird because Chicago is where R. Kelly from. And let me let you know, my apartment manager, that's what I'm trying to tell stupid Bendeja Gonzalez that I believe I was being set up. My apartment manager, Miss Thomas, who's stealing money, who stole money from George Floyd after I got evicted too. I got evicted before George Floyd was killed. She stole money from residents. She's supposed to be indicted. Housing fired her. She's from Chicago. Her name is Kimmy Thomas. She's from Chicago. And she did verify prior to my eviction that R. Kelly said they kept, because remember, anytime you do reports to police, it goes to the manager. And that means they investigated and they said, yeah, it was R. Kelly. When he was on, now he didn't come to CUNY Homes, a goon was sent there to put semen on my porch on Leah's birthday on that Wednesday night. So I'm being real with y'all. That's why I know a lot of stuff and I research. I just want to be in the entertainment industry myself. I can beat when she has a not beat her up like physically, beat her in the contest. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been watching TV music since I was a kid. I flunked the first able to do the Whitney Houston. That's why this is important to me talking about Claudia because I was a big Whitney Houston fan and still am. And because I always want to do music, but I ain't trying to do all them Santana shit. Hell no. No, I'm not. No, babe, I'm not doing no rituals that. Look, if I want to do something evil, I do it on my own terms. I'm not going to do it because someone else want me to, okay? At least when I die, I can tell God why I did it. And I know it's no excuse, but I admit it, I did it. But I'm not gonna let no person force me. That's why sometimes my grandparents or dad were trying to make me some things that just go against my conscience, and they'll try to use that dope and they status a parent. You know what I'm saying? So if I ain't gonna let you, why some record exec gonna tell me to do something demonic and ought to get something? Come on now, I have a conscience. If I'm gonna do something bad, at least I do it under my it's between me and God. You know what I'm saying? Like then I can then I can when you meet God and say, yeah, I did it, but not be forced to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that like I'm not defending evil, but like y'all are so stupid. Why would you make a person go against their conscience for some fame? There's plenty of people who wicked out there that do that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, I'm not defending, I'm just like, y'all like to make people be scandalized who don't want to go against their conscience. I never understood a person targeting someone who doesn't fit your narrative. I don't get that shit. Don't. But anyway, but let's get back to the subject, okay? So now y'all know the reason why in Chicago. So go back to that with Clive Davis, like I say, and even never thought about the Whitney Houston thing too when I was in the case with Stalker, and I mentioned, said, why you bring? I said, look at the comments, and someone said the gang stock is witchcraft. So when I was arguing with Deborah, not arguing with it, before I had problems with Deborah and Starbucks, which I finally with my Stalker used that video from Facebook, and I wasn't at Starbucks snitching on her. I had already left. I was in a different store, but I find it weird. Let me also educate y'all. We're talking about Clive Davis and Jerry Hill's from Cleveland, Ohio, with Bone doesn't and with Blue July. I find it weird. Now I'm gonna give you a hint. Deborah used to live in Ohio, not the same city as Blue July, but Deborah, the Spanish woman, and start. Yes, I find it weird. The bitch that like her boss that got her fired for having COVID-19 drinks. Yeah, they were letting people work with COVID-19. Why you're not supposed to do that during the pandemic. Then yeah, I'm gonna say her name because you did me dirty, bitch. I got your face fired after I got my apartment, got my Obama phone. It was on East when I called Orsha on you behind for that, and you and Deborah. 2021. Go ahead, admit it. I did not miss call. Don't ever mess with my freedom, bitch. You don't own Starbucks. Now you don't work there no more. But y'all better leave me alone. It's a spiritual consequences mess with me, okay? Proverbs 9:7. Go ahead and quote it. Go look at what Proverbs 9 say. Proverbs 9:7. Okay, let God fix me. No correct person, he corrects, okay? You earn insult. She's from Ohio. I find it weird that the stalker used to live in Ohio too, right? And I'm like, and they say the more Satanists live in Ohio. Like amongst the Satanic community, I did my own research on that. And I communicated with the Satanists because I don't want to. But they were saying the worst Satanist is not Florida, it is Ohio. Now you see why Jerry Heller, yeah, I look at they were in, now Mario, what's his name? Raz B was born in Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, oh yeah, and Cleveland, Ohio got a lot of demonic. Ohio has the worst Satanists than around the worst of real. That's how I heard. So you see why Tina Turner was going through all that hell. Besides, before NWA, and she was yes, go look it up. Jerry Heller, there was a manager for NWA. He's from Ohio, from Cleveland. He also managed Ike and Tina, baby. So see one thing. I've been reading entertainment stuff since I was a kid because I wanted to be in the industry. And my grandmother and my dad's side used to get on me for watching MTV, VET, VH1. You know what I'm saying? And we used to debate about me what my goal was. And I said, I want to go to California and go to be an entertainer. So, and I told you I found the first grade due to Whitney Houston, how I know back in 85, 86, right? And that's how I was in first grade again, 86, 87. That's why, okay? You're talking to somebody that always want to be in the entertainment industry. That's why I always in school people talk about why are you talking about this celebrity this that because I'm like, well, Paula Abdul it is. Yeah, I was a big Paula Abdul fan. That's the reason I was into MTV, VH1, and when I was in high school, I was trying to work. I was trying to see if I could go to New York and work at Vibe magazine. So do you understand that the entertainment industry has always been my goal? That's why I research so much stuff about this industry. Okay, I want to be a singer. You know what I'm saying? An actor, model. I was a model with Laura Production 20 years ago. Okay. So do you understand why that? Yes, I was a movie extra for King of the World when Terrence Howard played Muhammad Ali. It's before Will Smith played. It was a TV version that came out 2000 in June. I mean January, excuse me, get the Jason. 2000. It was we had the fight scene, the fight scene inside Astor Hall before it's NRG, and it was Ashton back in 1999. And Christmas, I had got sick like the couple days before Christmas. That Sunday, Saturday, Saturday before Christmas, I worked there. Friday, I didn't get paid because my talent agent's assistant did not give him the pink paperwork. Um, oh Lord, it was. Yeah, I'll forget that. Okay, but I saw Terrence Howard. He got sick on the set. So he has asthma. They let us smoke. They let people smoke. I don't smoke, but they had no ventilation. And I just said, look, I know I can't be around people smoking. They had fake smoke, which don't bother me, but real smoke does. And I said, look, I'm doing this because I'm 20 years old. I'm trying to get out of my grandparents' house, trying to become famous. I need to know my resume. So do you understand why I know like about the entertainment? But let's get back to things that I'm tired talking so much. Okay. All right. So Left Eye, who else we name? People who are alive and dead. Luther Vandross. I haven't did real rabbit hole that yet, but I heard he thought he was had to do that. Who else? Hold on. Shah Khan better be careful because she the one said it. Okay. And Robert Van Excel was working, and also looking at him too with Celia Cruz because she was well, even though she was older and elderly, she was doing well when they contributed. And I watched that show on Telemundo when it was doing contribute to Celia Cruz back in 2003. Okay, in February 2003. I don't forget that. And actually, one of my online friends who's Blaxican, and he's from Arizona. I was talked. It was on Black Planet. He was going to TSU. We was talking about that. Yeah, we was talking about that. Don't forget that. Cool Blaxican brother too. Yeah, he was from Arizona. Blaxican, his father was Mexican, his mother was African descent. He was going to school in TSU. And we were friends on blackplan.com back then. And I told him about the Sil Cruz thing, and he watched and he liked it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. La negra tiene tumba. Oh yeah. Okay. So then the next couple of months, around Barry White, and I heard that Claudia was Barry White. So I guess Barry White was killed by Claudia. I didn't do rabbit hole yet on Barry White, but I know he was with Clive Davis. Shell Cruz ended up dead. But Rafa Van Excel was one of her assistants too. This before Whitney Houston. Y'all get my head? Yes. So that's why I look at, and I did a podcast about that too when I was on the street. That I believe that he had something to do with Sarah Cruz death. Rafa, the one that ran. Okay, so let's get to the subject about Whitney Houston. Okay. There's a lot of shit with Clive Davis. Baby, a lot of shit with that. Army Winehouse was with Clive Davis too. Okay, there's a lot of shit about this asshole. That's all about the money instant. Yes, you see, it's Jermaine Dupri. I see why Janet Jackson left your ass. The man 910 went to that private press complex meeting back in 2000, back in 91 in Hollywood Hills. Demonic, I'm gonna call it demonic evil. Hollywood Hills. Not everything that looks good looks good. Dang, that's worse than the hood. It is. Let me explain why the Hollywood is worse than the hood. Because they can cover other crimes that look good. They cover crimes in the hood, but it's easy to expose people stupid admit they do wrong in the hood and body community are educated. These are educated people who do evil. And they doing witchcraft. They have a lot of stuff that goes on in Hollywood Hills. I don't even want to live there. Even our Blaxican brother, what's his name? Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi said that Diddy broke in his house or his place got burned, his car got burned out when he was trying to help Cassie, who also Black and part Asian, Filipino. Yes. Now they're supposed to be safe in Hollywood Hills. People moving to wealthy places to be safe. You're not supposed to have no crime going on, but you got criminals who hide their crimes inside them homes and do all type of rituals and shit. And that's why it's hard to investigate and they be paying them evil officers down there in LAPD. That's why IT said cop killer, and that's why Emma said they fuck the damn police. Not because police as a whole, but we got some bad ones that make the department look bad. And look what happened to Rodney King and what's the name? Mount Fiji. Henry Door from Gold Guard Harassing. They were before Rodney King. They Samoan. Okay, I used to love me some Mount Fiji. I used to watch them. That's how I know how to do voodoo. Was Baby and Mama. I don't do voodoo no more since 1991 November. But I learned it from Baby and Mama, who's a fight, Mount Fiji. Okay, Gold Guard Harassing back in the 80s. See, I'm old. So, but LAPD did them dirty before Rodney King, 2 years before Rodney King. And Mark Farm from LAPD, he died this year too. Fuck him. Anyway, I said what I said. Who else? Okay, so go back to Ray J. Now, Ray J, I did a podcast on your bitch ass. Know you can friend with Clive Davis and Christos, and I looked suspicious with that person down in Arizona. Okay, and his name is not mentioned. Baby, I keep up with this chick. He mess. So I'm 10 years old. No, I'm 8 years older than this dude who's stalking me. So see, before you even born, I've been into the industry and had magazines and stuff. And damn, see what I'm saying? That's why I remember a lot of shit. Let's go ahead about I said Aaliyah, the Whitney Houston situation. My girl, my second love. That I flunked the first grade because of her. Let's talk about that. Now, Paul something, I forgot his name. He is a former Chicago Police Department. He is a private investigator. He the one said that Whitney was killed over a drug deal. Before Jaguar Wright came out and said this. Okay? And something was suspicious because later on I found out that Ray J admitted that he was using Kim Kardashian and Whitney, and he was on Love and Hip Hop. Remember, he had the for Love Ray J show, and the Mexican woman that was on there that won, she was crying, saying Miss Beard, light skin, she was short, like Hollyberry. Yes, she was trying to warn her about Ray J. I hope they both alive. Ooh, whoa, hold on, I ain't fin- remember because he was mad. Chris Stokes probably didn't want him because he's too dark, and Brandy is not dark skin. I'm getting tired. Yeah, she worked for Chris Stokes, but she's not dark skin. Dark skin is Ray J, okay? Thank you. Somebody said Brandy, she is Cam. Go look at when she was on Thea. She got darker when she went Sun, but when she was on Thea back in the 1990s, okay, I watched Thea back in the 80s before she came out. I Want to Be Down. And during that time, she was camel skin. She bought my cup of camel, a lot of brown tone. The people get dark in the sun. Come on. Ray J talking about do each other in the booty fruity. Okay, you don't want to expose it before Raz B came out there and say that, right? It's because Christos didn't want to do you in the booty. You didn't want to be part of the little satanic sexual shit. That's why you made a song about it. Marcus Hughes and all the way on the head, the way it sounded like he was upset that they invited his ass to be in there. Then he admitted that he takes showers with dudes. And rumor has he probably bisexual, which it does make sense because I can see exposing in an angry way, but it was so slow to each other in the booty, nigga, and fruity, and underwear on the head. Like he was mad because you got rejected by damn Crystal, in my opinion. And that's probably why Black Skin Creole sister who looked crazy wanted danger. I would not want that ugly bitch. I did say that. Now when she was ugly. I don't care about her being light skinned with green eyes. Y'all got my number that bullshit. That tattoo if trying to be the female version of Mike Tyson. No, that's not attractive. You better not come in and talk to me. You got a tattoo on your face, girlfriend. You better also you have to do love women, but damn, not no tattoo on your damn fucking face. Hell no. That was ugly. Honey, it was dangerous. She said she think about killing someone when Brandon would do that lie test. That what you chose? She exposed that he went in her I mean, he and Young Buck were bisexual back in 2013. Okay, but I kept. That's why she's being anti-black, y'all. Cold word. She don't want to say the name. The Coco black folks, we're mixed too. We're not pure black. We're multiracial mixed with Ray J, and yes, he is mixed up too. His wife, his mother, high yellow light skin. Talking about Sonya. Brandon Cameron skin, the father dark skin. And he just because someone dark skin, they can be mixed up as some Indian white, and it just came out of like pure African ancestor. Stop. The point I'm trying to make. Okay? She was bashing African people. Talking about Miss Monica Leon, cause she's Mexican and Black American Creole. What's her name? Yeah, Danger. That's her on the show. Just like I end up homeless, them doing a spell, and I end up victim on my stock of birthday. Do you think that they put a spell on her because she exposed the fact that Ray J was bisexual? We Young Buck, not Young Thug, not Miss Seeley. I'm talking about, okay, Young Buck from GG. What? Okay, she came out and said that. Hold up, I ain't finished. Then Clive Davis came out, he said he was bisexual when Houston was dead. And she, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't want me robbing Whitney Houston together besides her mama back in the 80s trying to keep it on the low. Now, hold on, I ain't finished, y'all. Hold up. I'm suspicious to think that you was dating Robert XL. The light brown skin dude was straight. Hold up. Now, I know people get mad about Trump and immigration. This nigga is an illegal immigrant. He immigrated from the Netherlands and the Caribbean country in South America that speak Dutch. Next to he switched for I can't say the name with an S. Okay. Hiding in Dubai, Dubai, in Dubai. Yeah, you know when people get poop on you for money. When hoes like Hazel E, yeah, get poop on you. They ain't even gonna get R. Kelly get poop on them with some Arab men down in Dubai, in Dubai. Okay, yes, we know that Rafa XL is hiding in Dubai. Probably eating doo-doo, in my opinion, just to be funny. Okay, just to be comical. But was you dating him too? Besides being with Whitney Houston and him working yeah, because y'all both ran when the cops came in at that hotel in Hilton, Beverly Hills. Hold on, I'm not damn finished. As Jack Rawright said, the drug dealer in Paul Herbert, everything, the bodyguard who used to who's a private investigator who used to be Chicago PD said if Whitney Houston was killed over drug dealing and told the feds, hold on, I'm not finished. I am not damn finished. Ain't damn finished. Ain't motherfucking finished. You two dumb niggas were running, which a jacket over your damn head, Ray J. If I don't feel sorry, you been in that fucking hospital when Clyde went to the hospital after Whitney Houston was killed. And Rafa Banks admitted that he did clean up the hotel before the cops came in. You ain't supposed to clean up shit when someone died. It was foul play cover up because according to Jack Wright, she said what? That Whitney Houston had an argument and Bobby Christine was there. Brandy found her dead. She gave Brandy a note when they were sitting with Monica that they were the party for the Super Bowl. I mean, for the Super Bowl for the Grammys. I'm not finished because the devil is dead. Hold up, baby. You ran with your head covered up. You didn't want to come to the funeral because you know you was fucking guilty. Ray J. Yes, I'm talking about you, Ray J. You admitted in that you exploiting ugly thought Kim Kardashian, Hollywood hoe, and Whitney Houston for fame because Brandy got more fame than your bitch ass. Okay? I read Superhead's book. You one of her hoes, her male hoes. Okay, you was one of Superhead male hoes. Okay, sure was. Yeah, she was pimping y'all. Y'all thought you were pimping her. She was a female pimp. You was the hoe. Superhead was the pimp. Okay. Now, hold on, I ain't finished. Mr. Fruity Booty. Yes, Fruity Booty. Yeah, I ain't finished with you, Ray J. Fruity Booty. They killed Whitney Houston. Thank you for demonic Clive Davis. You and run for Exile. And thank you. Y'all was hanging around prior to that. Thank you. You know what you did to Whitney Houston. You know what you did. Since your slave man, that's why you were defending Diddy going after Clive Davis, like going after Jerry Wright. You was trying to intimidate her. Nigga, please. The feds watching your bitch ass. The feds. Is it because FBI is catching up with you two since Diddy locked up? If that's the reason why you was in the hospital, because y'all about to have a heart attack behind federal charges coming after your bitch ass? Cause your master dead. Massa is gonna die. No, hold on. How the song go? Mama, and Massa said, Ray J, you know Massa is dead. Ray J. Yes, your slave Massa. Massa Clive Davis is no longer here. So now blood on your hands and the feds might get your bitch ass, nigga. Okay? I can care less you being Stu Dog's cousin. You killed Whitney Houston. You and Ralph Azell need to do an international FBI report to get his ass in Dubai too. Cause y'all both two niggas running after the cops was coming because y'all know y'all fucking was guilty. Pat Houston, bitch, you too. Talking about sister-in-law. And Gary Houston, I believe was just a witness because she lied on you. I said what I said. Your bitch ass was smoking crack. She want to help your ass when you lost your career in the NBA. You was just a witness. And because of some colors, because you was the darkest one. I'm going to bring up skin tone this shit. Whitney Houston, Michael Houston, kind of skin. You her half brother. Michael Houston is her full brother. The other brother, John Houston, the third, right? He had your bright skin, can almost pay away, but he had some black feet scar, so he passed away. You didn't care about Whitney. You were living through her dream. She the one helped your bitch ass, nigga. I said what I said. She the one helped your bitch ass when you lost your fuck career over smoking that damn crack rock in NBA. You could have beaten Michael Jordan. You was smoking that damn crack rock. Gary Houston, and you're not even fucking Houston. Your light skinned stepdad adopted your ass. Sissy had a relationship, or either she was married before, and thank you. That's your dad. See, I did rabbit hole Whitney Houston's ancestry. Let me tell you something, bro. You backstabbed your sister. You probably was helping them dark-skinned sisters or fake sisters in the hood beat her ass up when she was getting picked on being lighter than them. Okay? Even though she wasn't higher bright skin, but she was like, she instituted back in the 1960s and 70s, early 70s. You helped kill Whitney Houston too. Your crackheaded ass to be locked up too, since your slave master is dead. Okay? Justice for Whitney Houston. Okay? Gary Houston and what's his name? Bravo Vet XL and Doodoo Bob, who's an illegal immigrant ass nigga. I ain't being xenophobic. He is an illegal, and I'm sure you should stay in Dubai because I'm not defending Trump racist rhetoric, but your ass need ice on your ass because you kept coming back in the country so many dozen fucking times, nigga. Yes, I'm talking to you, Ruffle Van XL. You snuck in the country when Obama was president, when Bush was president, doing scam. Now you see immigrants of color who don't like ICE. This is what they talk about. And he's not Mexican. He black and Dutch in some from the country down in South America, and he lived in there. He had two sisters, but the nigga keep sticking in across the Mexican border and trying to help these celebrities get killed. He's in Michael Jackson's case. He's in Prince's case. And he probably in the Celia Cruz case. Because she's an immigrant too. She's Cuban immigrant, God rest her soul. She was doing well and healthy when Telemundo did a tribute to her in February 2003. Then months later, she is dead of cancer. But you was her assistant, nigga. Yes, you was. If I believe you was out here out to kill these celebrities. Let me tell you something, dumbass nigga. ICE should get your bitch ass. Okay? Ray J, the Fed should get your bitch ass. Pat Houston, bitch. Your husband ain't no Houston by blood. You married him to get close to Whitney fame. You need to get locked up too. Gary Houston, your bitch ass nigga. You the reason why you kept because you was jealous of your sister, but your sister is the one that helped your bitch ass nigga when you was out there smoking that damn crack and NBA kicked your bitch ass off the doggone team. Do your drug habits back in the 80s, nigga. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Massa gone, y'all. Massa. There's no more Massa no more. Massa Clive Davis gone. So all the secrets be out. Demonic secrets. You helped your sister get killed. Shout out to Paper Party TV. Talked to you and you didn't want to answer them damn questions because you know what you did. You was jealous of her. And as well because of fame, because you sing, because probably some skin tone issues too. I do believe that. But it's funny, your sister who's lied in you, who was camera skin, helped your ass when you lost your career and let you go on tour with her and everything. What's the point of being jealous of her? Your wife, who's camera skin just like her, was trying to live off that name Houston so she get access money. Pat don't love your ass, nigga. She married you for your dick and the money. Ooh, I'm gonna tell it like it is. Crackhead nigga. She don't love you. You marry a bitch who just used you for your sister's fame. That's not love, nigga. That's not love, Gary Houston. And you're not even Houston by blood. Okay? But your light-skinned stepdad is the one that adopted your bitch ass. And you probably used Pat to go kill her. Along with the auntie Mary, whatever her name is, the auntie or the sister of Pat. All you was in that hotel ready to put her to death. And all because she about to expose Clive Davis, the slave master, who is a culture vulture to Black American music. And it's weird, he died during Black Music Month. Justice for Whitney Houston, just for Barry White, Rob from Milli Vanilli, Damon Dame, excuse me, Left Eye, Natina, the other girl died from Black, okay, Janis Joplin, Jermaine Stewart, Biggie, Black Rob, Craig Mack, excuse me, Angela Benefield. She's also Latina, she's Puerto Rican Cuban. She the one that's supposed to take Phyllis Hyman. That too. Got about to talk about Phyllis Hyman. Whitney Houston and her was Angela Benefield. She's Hispanic. She was Spanish, Puerto Rican, and Cuban. She was supposed. She took the contract from Phyllis Hyman besides Whitney Houston. Because Clive Davis was upset that Phyllis Hyman didn't play with him. She didn't let him play. She was a paralegal. She knew her business. And you mad because she took some new pictures for a magazine. But you go on both men and women. Mm-hmm. Clive Davis, you a ugly ass nigga. Yeah. Culture vulture, you dead, nigga. Dead. Fucked up our culture. Don't give that man props, y'all. I'm getting tired of hearing that bullshit. Gonna give that man some damn props. No, In Jermaine Dupri, you are a disgrace. L.A. Reid, you did help messed up Tony Braxton and what's her name in TLC. You did. So it seemed to me Pebble should not get the rap. It should be L.A. Reid. I guess she was being a wife, being submissive, in my opinion, because I wasn't there. But L.A. Reid, because I watched Tony Braxton's Unbreak My Heart. And L.A. Reid, you was not on Tony Braxton's side. It was Babyface. Shout out to Babyface. He should get the honor. Y'all sit here celebrating Clive Davis in Santana concert. I'm not trying to bash you. I'm for you for your black and brown movement and all that other stuff. But excuse me, Clive Davis did bad to Hispanic artists too. Latino artists. Talk to Paul Deanda. Talk to Bad Boy Latino. And I'm not defending Sweetie Blue, the Salvadorian racist guy down there who's Sereno down there in California, but he didn't want to work with Diddy. The racist part when he did a black person, I'm against. But him not working with Diddy, I agree with. He probably knew in California that Diddy was no good. Because Diddy had Bad Boy Entertainment, a bad Boy Latino. He was trying to get Daddy Yankee on there. I see why Daddy Yankee became a Christian later on. He was trying to get Bad Boy Latino. I forget that. At the time, we thought, okay, it's good. We ain't know he was doing all this demonic stuff, making people have sex with him and all that other shit. Hold on, I ain't finished, baby. We're not finished. Hold up. Y'all can talk bad about Chingo Bling, but a sellout, a Trump supporter because he's Mexican, American. I met Chingo Bling 10 years ago. Yes, I did. I met Chingo Bling 10 years ago, back in May 2016. Him, his wife, and his daughter. And we were the same age, both be 46 this year, 47 this year. Chingo Bling said no to, and he glad he did. He ain't trying to get his ass greased up for those fucking Diddy and probably Clive Davis. See, Carlos Santana, I'm for you for your black and brown movement, before you letting Latino know that African music, Spanish music, African music. However, sitting here defending Clive Davis, he didn't care about you either. You against sexual abuse, right? Because you were sexually abused when you was a child. Clive Davis knew what was going on in the industry with sexual abuse stuff. This is a warehouse deals. Diddy was doing that. His slave. And Paul Deanda. As beautiful she don't need to be doing this thought shit. It hurt my heart to see her that she was on OnlyFans promoting that freak song. When she was back in 2006, that Latina sister sung so good. Hurt my heart to see that woman out there. Claude is fucked up. And Claude was at that, now I believe that prior president in the Hollywood Hills of trying to put African people and Spanish people in prison to fill prior prison place. But I didn't vote for Kamala bitch ass because she was doing the same thing too. Put African and Spanish people who were innocent of crime or less offenses and prosecute. Yeah, that ain't vote. Y'all can call me a sellout. No, she worse than Trump because she a person because she black and named black Jamaican in East India. And with some white down her family in her Jamaican side. You telling me I'm gonna vote for this bitch over here talking about Trump worse? No, she is. She of color. So I've got Zari behind Kamala Harris. And child of Judge Joe Brown, she is a hoe. Clive Davis, 910 was at that damn meeting in down Hollywood Hills. I'm telling y'all. Because he promoted Bad Boy. And Jimmy Iovine promoted Death Row Records. These people are demonic, y'all. That's why I don't like, and that's what I know, y'all. But I'm just telling you, Jermaine Dupri, you a sellout, man. Talking about we should, nah, man. Hell no. That's a culture vulture. And also, don't forget Rock and Roll Nigger by Patti Smith, 1978. He approved that song before he signed Whitney Houston. He approved that damn song called Rock and Roll Nigger. Yes, that's a culture vulture. Jimmy Iovine produced it. Y'all gotta stop this shit. Oh, he helped my career. I don't give a damn. He was evil. He had people killed, allegedly, by the it's true. I don't like Clive Davis. And you gonna watch a video, well, Zach, you said back in 2012 that you want, because I did not know about the Clive Davis bullshit. Yeah, I want to get signed Clive Davis after Whitney. Like I thought that he did good for Whitney. But we find out all the damn dirty secrets about this man. Hell the fucking no. Clive Davis is the reason why Whitney's and all of these artists dead. Clive Davis knew about Diddy's scandals. Diddy poured his Santana rituals. He knew all about that shit. And you talking about honor, and y'all forget this man told this white racist ugly ass bitch named Patti Smith, who's supposed to be a rock singer, to let this song called Rock and Roll Nigger with the E-R-A back in 1978, 1 year before I was born. Y'all don't do research on these damn people. I'm done. I'm done. Look, justice for Whitney and everyone else that got passed away behind this idiot and left out too. And Barry and Luther Vandross. Yes, justice for all them people. Okay? That man was evil. That man was evil. Very evil. Demonic. And probably racist. If you told this white woman and said that she could have a song on her Easter album, that was her name, Easter album, Patti Smith have a song called Rock and Roll Nigger, and white folks in her concert saying nigger, 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 nigger. Are you serious? Clive Davis approved that song.